Wow. Okay. I'm gonna save that for a bit later on. Wait for some more people to kind of tilt her in. Because really that's the most entertaining part about the stream, is the Grand Arena. Even if I'm just setting my defenses, people like to see that. Oh yeah, completely forgot that I've got the tank raid tonight. Yeah. Not great rewards, but I mean, these fusion furnaces are never bad. You don't need them on a lot of the main characters, but definitely would like to get Newt Gunray up a little bit more, because he does seem like he's going to be a fun character to play. So I'll probably dump one of those on him. I've got more. I need to put one on Rex. Kira needs one. Those are the important characters for now. I'd like to get Ahsoka up just for her quest, but that's very, very minor. I don't think I'll ever use her. Wreck this guy. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, to go. I'm not gonna bring HK in because every time I do that, I forget to switch him back out. Yoda's dead. I don't care. Shock over on Yoda. Nope, let's not get a shock on Yoda. There we go. That shocks all around. We get a fear over on Kenobi so that he doesn't do his shenanigans. Of course, now shock war because of that stupid cleanse that Revan does. I think I did trigger Savior, so I am going to want to start working on what's his face over here, Jolee Bindo. And we'll pop some damage on him, kills him off, shock on Kenobi, taunting, and come on, die already. At least Revan had Death Mark on when he died, so he's not going to be brought back. Come on. Die, thank you. Double tap here on you. Didn't even last that long, so it's alright. So I'll do a shock for AoE damage, finish you off, and double tap you, you're done. So easy fighting Revans. Jedi Revans. grab these quests. And nothing that I need there. Always nice to get that extra Omega every day. Oh boy. What am I doing? Chip beat battle. Where's Johanna? He's in 13, so he's gonna go 13 to 8, probably to 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up to 7. So that I can hit 3rd place. And I'll sit there. Let's try. Almost got him. That'll do it. Just gotta hope that my Falcon doesn't get wrecked before I can get Taunt up or that. So now I'm good. I do not have to worry at all about losing this one, I think. Gonna lose my Bistan, but that's alright. Because he's about to lose his main Falcon. Let's throw it on auto. $88,000. Falcon does such good damage. Alright. Started my stream late. By like almost half an hour. Just had some things I had to take care of that delayed it. Not doing Grand Arena right now. I was very sad we missed this star on phase 5 by less than 1 million. And we had a lot of people that hadn't even deployed. We're really upset about that. We're not going to get this 3rd star up in this territory, we know. Because we only started with 45 players, that's just way too much to be down. It really sucks when you miss a star by 1 million points when you know that you could have done it. Now, I wish our guild would do territory battles a little bit differently as far as deployments go, but I don't think we have an officer that wants to micromanage it as much as we would need. Oh, so this lovely news here today from they are planning on bringing another capital ship with the Geonosis territory battle. We were all sure that was going to happen. And he has mentioned this before. And once again, he uses this word, benevolence, which means to me that that they are releasing the malevolence. Crumb likes to do these little hints in his posts. He likes to do the find the hidden meaning. So when he says benevolence, I'm pretty certain that the ship is going to be the Malevolence, which means get your Grievous ready. Luckily mine already is, because of the Padme event. He's not perfect, but he will definitely be good enough for a ship lead. I'm totally looking forward to having a new capital ship. Can't wait to see what it does. Probably going to be a pretty big separatist lead, which means the Geonosians once again will likely have their time in the spotlight. There's also likely going to be some more droid ships because of Geonosis territory battles. I'm thinking there will likely be maybe the Vulture droids or some other droid ship. Right now this is the only droid ship in the game, yet his final IG-88's final ability here shows droid allies, but there is only the one droid ship, which means there has to be plans for more droid ships, and the best guess right now is Vulture droids. There are a lot of other ships that could be released with Clone Wars. There's a ton of ships in that era, so I would not doubt if some more get released and become available. I am definitely excited. Gonna be a pain in the butt because the shocks. Take that. Go ahead and hit this biggest hit that I can do on her. No shock on him. We'll just basic him for now. Alright. So this is gonna kill him. That's awesome. Break his fear, break his taunt. Kill her off. Hopefully double tap. Nope. No, I'm not. Didn't kill her. Alright. Continue trying to focus her down. Alright, that'll do it. I'll heal him up. Cool. Now we can go ahead and get some fears on the board here. Continue working on him for the moment. We'll put another fear on the Malik. Let's get a shock on the board over here, prevent him from taunting. We'll start working on HK. Let's get some AoE damage by getting the shock that's over here. So troopers down, no, not a big deal. Do some more AoE damage, double tap, kill, and we'll work on Malik. Shock on. Didn't get a shock on, but he has healing immunity. I don't even know where that came from. Alrighty. Game over. I'm up in 4th place, and I am ready to advance to 1st in about 40 minutes. And we'll be doing our tank raid. And post tank raid is when we will hit the Grand Arena and do an actual real accounting of my opponent's roster and plan our defenses accordingly. Alrighty. Let's see if we can't one-shot this Falcon. Done. Now we'll see about working on probably not the Phantom. Work on Biggs here. That was a nice assist call. Now we'll take it. Get rid of that target lock, grant a little bit of turn meter. Hold an assist on that too, that's nice. Work him down slowly. Very, very, very slowly. Because he is the Houndstooth. Alright, so now we'll work on Boba Fett. He's going down nice and quick. Back over to Houndstooth. Down. Alright, bring in Phantom. Nice heavy hitter. Come on. Put some good damage in there. Come on. There we go. Now that he's down, piece of cake for the rest of us. I'm gonna counterattack and crit. Yep. Okay, clear off those debuffs. Good, he's down. And game over. Hold off in 3rd place for a while. And just waiting. I don't know about you guys, but I am very, very excited for the capital ship that was announced, even though we don't really know what it's going to be. We have a feeling that it's going to be the Malevolence, because he is continuously saying benevolence. But I'm very excited. Can't wait for a nice meta change for the fleets. Hope you guys got a Grievous that is ready. Oh, my Grievous is not the best right now. He is good enough to be a capital ship pilot. I really do need to get these pieces of gear on him, since his damage is based off of his max health. I really need to bring that up. He'll probably be one of the first characters that I get to Gear 13. Once that comes out, I'm not excited about Gear 13. I'll tell you. Gear 13 is going to cause all sorts of problem at the high end of the game. Unless they do some kind of behind the scenes work. Do not want to give that to you. See, that is being saved for Ahsoka. Trying to finish this piece off before I give her these pieces. All I need is a little bit of this. 1,274 crystals, and I'll be able to do it. I got one earlier today, but I used it to get Padme her second Gear 12 Plus piece here. She needed that. I figured that the 6 speed on Padme would be more helpful than the damage on Ahsoka, who's still only Gear 11. But I'm definitely planning on bringing Ahsoka's gear up as soon as I can. I can't wait to have my Galactic Republic team finished so that I can work on it some more with Gear 13. I do need to bring up a lot of my Gear 11 characters. Too many Gear 11s. A lot of Gear 12s there, but then my Gear 11s, man. Got bounty hunters, I got resistance, my Ewoks. Some Empire guys. A lot of people just to hang out at Gear 11. Such a big increase from Gear 11 to Gear 12. But like, they're usable at 11, which is why I stopped them there. We got half an hour. Okay, he's in 5th now, so he'll be jumping into 1st very shortly. Oh. we go. That's what I was looking for.
Come on, baby. I need this. Nothing. Always win. Save if they have some crazy HK-47, or perhaps if Thrawn's on the opposing team. That it gets a little bit tricky then. But I'm 100%. Since I've learned this counter, except for a couple of teams where Thrawn is present. There's a very simple order of attack. It's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can teach this team to your guilds. Please share this video with your guilds. Ask them to subscribe to the channel, to like the channel. Come out to our streams that we do every week. And if they're interested, become a patron, where we work with our patron community to, super nerd Jedi Knight Revan and Grandmaster Yoda. But they're going to need to be fast. Ideally, both of those characters will go before Darth Revan and before Darkside Bastila. So if your Jedi Knight Revan is 300 speed with the speed bonus from his leadership, that means he's going to be, in essence, 335 speed against the Darth Revan team. So you can beat a Darth Revan that is 334 speed, which is incredibly fast. Same with GMY, you're going to just add 35 to whatever his speed is. He's a little more tricky because you're going to need to have offense. 1,000 special offense is probably an underestimate. You're going to want to have an offense set on him, an offense cross, and so you're going to want to have a speedy set for that. You can use a speed set. It's going to be a little bit more tricky. You're probably going to be a little bit more susceptible to the other team getting ahead of you if you can't take down Darth Revan right away. The other 3 characters are Thrawn, Bastila, and Jolee, and all of them are basically speed-based. It doesn't really matter as much, but just because Darth Revan is such a powerful team, I have pulled a bunch of my mods off of my beloved Night Sister team and pulled them back onto Bastila and Jolee. They're actually faster than I had them when the Jedi Knight Revan was meta in Arena. Alright, okay, so let's go in against Talon. This team actually has Talzin and Night Sister Zombie on it. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll go against them when basically speed-based. It doesn't really matter as much, but just because Darth Revan is such a powerful way. The other 3 characters are Thrawn, Bastila, and Jolee, and all of them are basically speed-based. It doesn't really matter as much, but just because Darth Revan is such a powerful team, I have pulled a bunch of my mods off of my beloved Night Sister team and pulled them back onto Bastila and Jolee. They're actually faster than I had them when the Jedi Knight Revan was meta in Arena. Alright, okay, so let's go in against Talon. This team actually has Talzin and Night Sister Zombie on it. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll go against CBO, because that's more of a realistic thing that you're going to see in Territory Wars and in Grand Arena. This typical team where you're protecting your team from an opposing Darth Revan by including Sith Trooper, so that Darth Revan can't hit the opposing Darth Revan with his special right away and fear on everyone. So this is the typical team that we're seeing today. So, okay, the first move is to mark Darth Revan. Boom. Then the second move, and this is why it's important for your Grandmaster Yoda to be faster than your Darth Revan as well, is that Yoda's going to spread his buffs. Now, if Darth Revan gets to go before Grandmaster Yoda, he is very likely going to put buff immunity on your Jedi Knight Revan, and then Corrupted Battle Meditation is going to land on Jedi Knight Revan, and things can go sideways really easily. You can still win at this point, but it is much, much harder, and you can just be more susceptible to things going completely sideways. So the next move after Mark and spreading the tenacity is to fracture Darth Revan. And you can see I'm blathering on here. I don't really care about time, because this team is quite it's not a timeout team. We're not going to time out with this team. You're either going to live or you're going to die. So the next moves are 3 basic by Bastila, Jolee, and Grandmaster Yoda. Then the other team will probably go fussy a little bit. Now we're going to turn meter swap using the healing move from Jedi Knight Revan to Bastila Shan. And this is a move that not everybody does. Some people just do the Yoda special first time around instead of his basic, but this is a little bit of a workaround just to make sure that you do kill Darth Revan for certain. So there we go. You can see my Grandmaster Yoda is hitting for between 65 and 70,000 on that special, and he's hitting pretty hard on his basic too. So you really do want someone. You really do want offense on that guy. Okay, so now we're going to. I was just kind of hoping magically I might get a great hit on HK-47 and take him out. He is the most dangerous character at this point in time. There we go, right? He's just taken Jolee down very, very nicely there, and hopefully we'll be able to recover. I think I will call Jedi Knight Revan to assist, just in the hopes that that little bit of extra protection will help. Go, and we're going to mark HK-47. Give us a little bit of time against his special. Now, sharing buffs at this point in time, you just watch silly old HK's health and protection come back. I get to, because I murdered him there viciously, and here we go. So that's it, folks. It's really, you can definitely lose Thrawn to Malak at this point, and but that's the team, and it's very, very methodical. So I'm gonna post a slide that I have. I'll show you right now.
Okay. I was mainly watching that to find out about Thrawn's speed and how fast Thrawn needed to be on that team. But it really does not look like it matters too much as to how fast Thrawn is. It's just your Yoda has to be faster than their Dark Bastilla. And because he gets 35 speed from Revan's leadership, it's not too difficult to get that down, and he has to be pretty offensive. So I was checking my Yoda with his typical offensive set, and it does look like I probably have enough offense. My speed might be a little bit low with that set. I think I will have to probably change some mods around in his set to get him a little bit more speed, because like I checked, he'd be at 309 speed if I put that offensive set on, and like this guy, I think it was this one, he's got like 310 speed or something. Or no, not that one. It's the guy who's probably in 5 now. Yeah, this guy's got a 310 speed. So I basically would need 2 additional speed on my Grandmaster Yoda to make him faster than Bastila, and then that Jedi Knight Revan counter should work against him. Now, it is definitely possible that I could use that team to beat this JMFP, but I'm not gonna try that right now. I might try it tomorrow, and that's just because I'm not gonna have time. And immediately after I advance, I'm gonna have to be going into my tank raid for the most boring solo of all times. Still mad about that. Okay. No, it's never to get that. Alright. Let's move over to Move back over to this developer Q&A because I still haven't finished reading that all the way through. Alright. At least, yeah, of course they have. Yep. Okay. We have an in-depth description of how the potency tenacity interactions are handled in the game. You'll be adding Mandalorian content when it comes out. Maybe. Of course they will. They're not gonna miss a chance to make money on additional characters. Of course they're gonna add stuff. The Mandalorian is a huge public service thing, right? It's very, very highly advertised. Of course they are gonna capitalize on. When is our Lord and Savior Darth Jar Jar coming? Stupid. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, that was a big one. Alright. What is one mistake or lesson that you learned, you made as a team, that made you course correct for future character deployment? I had their own contract, work against independently of each other. Our no blue icons are targeting radicals. This is the perspective that Carrie often provides in her role. Is the scoundrel team. Yeah. I wish the scoundrels were better. I don't like the scoundrel mechanics very much. The prepared mechanic just seems kind of wonky. Already discussing what the next raid will be. It'll come after the Geonosis territory battle, and a while after that. Okay, so it's not going to be very soon. Hopefully there will be a ship raid. Next raid may not be a full ship raid, but it may have elements of ships in it. No promises. That's cool. Yeah, well, I had already read that right here. There is a new capital ship coming. What a vague answer that is. They should have a resistance tag. But I guess they're waiting for episode 9 to actually decide whether or not to give the resistance tag. Which I can kind of understand, because they didn't actually start as resistance, right? I would love for that. I'd love for there to be new levels of this difficulty for the raids, as they are just way too easy now. Yeah, of course they're not. They no longer have a staff member to manage the Game Changer program. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. This is a joke that that came up in an earlier, I don't know if it was a Q&A or something that was mentioned, but it's a joke that they have only one laptop for all of CG. So just a joke. I wish they had announced the Q&A in-game. So I had no idea that it was going on because I don't like constantly peruse the forums. If they had announced it in the game, then I would have known and maybe I would have had some questions to throw their way. But probably not. I usually just like to see what other people have questions on. Yeah. That's funny. I like that. Couldn't imagine a 66. That'd be crazy. Just adding that extra character in there would... Man, I couldn't imagine. Like, having a Darth Revan Malak team that also included Sith Marauder would be just crazy. This stuff would be nice for the guild officers, but be pretty difficult, I think, to implement. So I don't think that CG would implement that. I think we'll probably be stuck with using Discord and bots and stuff. Due to cost? Interesting. interesting. Wouldn't think that it would cost too much to let you remove a defensive team. Yep. Hey, Bilma. I've gone over that a couple times. I brought it up in another guy's stream earlier. I'm looking forward to it. I really think that it's gonna be the Malevolence, because this is like the second or third time that From has used this word benevolence, and he kind of likes to do that, where he'll drop a little Easter egg. Yeah, he likes to drop little Easter eggs like this. Benevolence, malevolence, the two words rhyme. Right? So, he likes to drop these Easter eggs. I'm pretty sure it's going to be malevolence for the Grievous. I am definitely looking forward to it. I'm very, very excited for the new capital ship. I love the bugs. I love their ships. I thought they were always fun to play, and these three bugs are the only Separatist ships right now, so you know that they're going to be used under a Grievous lead. I can't wait. And then there's also the IG-2000. Where is he? There it is. Who has this ability here, where it improves other droid allies, but the IG-2000 is the only droid ship, which means there has to be other droid ships in the works. And it makes sense for droid ships to go with the Separatists because of everything around the Separatists. So I really can't wait. I want to see what kind of new ships they put in, if they do any kind of reworks. I'm very, very interested in the capital ship. Yep. Must be taken into consideration the number. Yes. I wish that it would do this. The amount of Zetas for GA matchmaking would make it so much better, rather than just relying on GP. So things that I would like to have looked at would be the number of Zetas, the number of Gear 12 and Gear 11 characters, not necessarily 10 or below. But just Gear 11 and Gear 12 characters, the number of Zetas. You're not so hype about it. You're not so happy. Yeah. I mean, if you're behind the meta, yeah, it's probably not as exciting, because you're just working up and you're just possibly getting to unlock the meta. But I mean, I'm excited for it. Like I feel like ships are kind of stale, and they do need a change. I mean, I enjoy ships, but there's just not enough to do with them. I can't wait for there to be more content with ships. I want a ship raid, you know? Like, I'd love to have a Death Star raid where the reward is, like a Commander Luke's X-Wing, or maybe from episode 8, where Poe like attacked the dreadnought, and maybe you can have that where like the reward is gonna be one of those B-wing bombers. So you're gonna pay to get Darth Malak? You're gonna fork over the money? I've given CG enough of my money. I don't think I'm gonna give him any more. That doesn't mean that if I wasn't like if I didn't already have Malak, that I wouldn't spend again. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna spend more money on this game. One out of two is a good compromise, I guess. I can see that. I could totally see like giving yourself a Christmas gift. I mean, I've done that before. Like, it's like my birthday rolls around, or Christmas rolls around, something like that, and then it's like, okay, all right, I deserve something. So, yeah, I've totally done that before in other games. So the bad thing about doing that, though, like, buying things is addictive. You don't necessarily think it is, but it really is. So the minute that you start spending money on the game, it's going to be very difficult to make yourself stop. I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm gonna screw myself over here any minute. Okay, there. Less chance of screwing myself over now. Alright, that should be good. Okay. That was definitely a mistake. I shouldn't have used on special. But it is what it is. Was it you that said the other day that you'd never seen a full solo of Hat? Or was it someone else? Someone else? Not that exciting. It is arguably the least exciting thing in the game. Yep, I find it to be faster with the pawn. So that's why I use him. And I find it to be easiest with Jedi Ray lead. Don't I know it, man? Don't I know it? There's way too much stuff nowadays. The only thing that makes it like not so bad farming Ray is that you have to use first order to get Ray, or first order to get BB-8, and then resistance plus BB-8 to get Ray, right? So the only like positive thing about it is that you can use or there's one node to farm both Kylo Ren Unmasked and his ship. So it makes just for a very easy farm, and you get a pretty good ship. but it's also a ship that I never have used. Nope. He really isn't. Yeah. I never really cared for Kylo. I was more excited about Snook, and then Snook ended up being a red herring. He was completely worthless. There was no backstory to him or anything. They just, they killed him off. Maybe. I honestly couldn't say. It's definitely possible. So there's Jedi Training Ray right now. I have a feeling that there will be a Jedi Ray after 9. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that or not. Of course, there's also going to be probably Jedi Luke, or maybe even Force Ghost Luke. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do a Force Ghost Yoda. I would like to see that like Codebreaker guy. I would like to see him in Come to the Game. I think he'd be a fun character. Seems pretty empty tonight. It's like no one wants to log on to Twitch on a Saturday night. Actually getting kind of close. 12% to go. Almost 13% in this one turn from Enrage. we got? Having some pretty crazy sneezes tonight. Now, how about that? I don't think I read this one yet. Are there any plans about adding mods or something similar to ships? No plans specifically for mods for ships, but we do have this crazy idea of releasing a crewless ship. That pretty much confirms Vulture droids. Ooh. Attempted combats as a metric in territory wars. And they are looking at releasing some additional stat tracking in the next update. I like that. That way we can actually yell at people who leave preloaded turn meter in territory wars. Can't wait for that. That'll be a nice update. Another nice little point about a mechanism for fusing lower level gear into higher level gear. I would highly support a mechanic like that, because I've got so much low level gear that is not needed anywhere. It's not something they're currently looking at, but they're looking at a few ways to get rid of all that low level gear. And like any way to get rid of that low level gear to give me something that I could actually use would be really, really nice. Using it is what I would prefer. I've even brought that up a few times, but it doesn't look like they're going to allow fusing. Alright, well, those are all of the major points that were at the Q&A session. Finally just finished reading all the way through it. A few interesting tidbits in there. Finishing up this hat raid, and then I've got one more fleet battle to do. And after that, it's gonna be time to review my GA opponent and set up some defenses. Probably go ahead and start preparing for the setup. I'm gonna need Excel. Gotta do my spreadsheet. Final round, I definitely want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I should to be prepared. Keyboard's loud as hell. It's not the keyboard, it's the microphone. I don't have an actual, directional mic. I'm just using the mic that's built into my laptop. My keyboard is right next to the laptop, so it seems like it's a lot louder than it actually is. Yes, it does. But I can't justify spending the money when I don't have any income from the streaming yet. But you can you can be guaranteed that once I start making just a little bit of money, then I will. I mean, I have headphones. Like, I've got a pretty nice pair of headphones here. But it's not, no microphone. Um, yeah. Thanks for the follow, Grand Patron. I have heard of you. You are, I know that you stream. I haven't actually caught any of your streams. And I do know that you seem to have money to spare. I know you've thrown quite a bit at this game. But nah, I'm good, man. Like you said, earbuds are not that expensive. I could get some. I might even have some laying around, but not any that have a built-in mic. And really, all I need to do is grab, a couple bucks. Jeez, 20,000? I couldn't imagine. Do you have like every character maxed out completely? I don't know. My first real investment will be a microphone. I'm kind of like, I'm in the process of moving. If like if you look behind me, like you can see all of this mess, got trash bags and stuff. It's because I'm in the process of moving, right? So once I finish moving, I'm even on a temporary desk right now. Like once I move into my new place, which is across the country, that's when I'm really gonna start like setting up a real streaming station. I've got we've already got our house over there purchased. My wife is already over there. I'm just here cleaning up and getting the place ready to sell and all that stuff. So once I move, then I'll be, setting up my streaming station, and I'm gonna actually get a good, like, an actual streaming quality mic with a stand and like everything. Probably gonna get a new PC at some point when I'm over there. So I know. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting to get those extra. I need 2 more subs or 2 more followers. It seems like cheating. Alright, my arena climbs are done. My raid is done, thank God. Hate that stupid tank raid. Next, the last thing that I have left to do tonight is my Grand Arena review and setup. I have won my last 2 matches. My opponent didn't attack me in either one. Very upsetting. So my opponent this time, yep, you're back for the GA. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at his squads. We're gonna see what he has available. Starting from the top. He's got some bounty hunters. Alright, so he's got a Grievous. He's got a Gear 12 L3, so he might have some scoundrels. He's got an EP team. He's got troopers. He's got Ewoks. He's got a First Order, only 1 Zeta on crew. He does have a Padme team. Alright, so Padme, 2 Zetas, Kenobi with a Zeta, Anakin with a Zeta, Ahsoka with a Zeta, and Barriss with a Zeta. So he's got a fully Zeted, fully Gear 12 Galactic Republic team. He guarantees that I'm gonna, well, I might see it on defense, he might use it on offense. Okay, so there's his troopers, no range, but he does have the other important ones. Jedi, of course, he's got JKR. Look at his speed on JKR real quick. Plus 134. It's not crazy. It's Yoda. Offensively built. Plus 119. And almost 2,000 offense. Yeah, that's crazy. This guy looks like he's got some pretty good mods. Night Sisters, under Asajj lead, but no Spirit. No Republic, so he's got no Zeta on Karth, Mission, or Zalbar. Phoenix are crap. Of course, he's gonna have CLS. And he's got Ahsoka, Gear 12 with a Zeta. Does that put me at my 50 followers, or is that putting me at 49? That's at 49. Alright, so we got JTR resistance. No second leadership. He is most definitely a gentleman. Thank you very, very much, Grand Patron. Rogue One. Take a look at these scoundrels. Alright, so we got L3, Hera, and Nest. It's possible he could throw it on defense, but I don't see. He does not have Vandal or Zeta, so that's not going to be a thing. So maybe Ogre Public? And of course we're going to have Darth Revan, no Malak, and Treya. Okay. Alright. He's gonna have probably Wampa. Yes, he does have Wampa. Okay. There it is. That is 50. It's a cheap way of getting 50, but it's 50. Now I've got to figure out how to okay, so reach 50 followers. Alright. My path to affiliate should be complete as soon as it just registers. Oh, you know I will, man. You know I will. Can I follow you from my stream? I think I can. Oh, you're on RSG. Okay, I had no idea you were RSG. Yep, I had no idea. Alright, there we go. I have followed RSG. Looks like you're hosting Dakara right now. Is that right? It looks like Dakara. Yes. That is Dakara. Who is not even playing Galaxy Heroes right now. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Alright. So what I'm doing right now here, while I wait for Twitch affiliate to come in, is I am comparing my teams. Comparing the teams that I've got available and the teams that he has available. And I've got to figure out which teams he's going to place on defense, which teams I'm going to place on defense, what teams I'm going to use for counters, etc. So it's usually Darth Revan is on defense. He does not have Malak, but he does climb with his Darth Revan squad. I have a feeling that he's probably going to use that on offense to counter my Darth Revan. So that is my guess, is that he's going to use Darth Revan on offense. Okay. So he's got a Grievous team that's decent. I would highly expect to see that on defense. Night Sisters and Bounty Hunters are two teams that are usually placed on defense. So he's got a really good Padme team. So Padme is a better defensive team than it is an offensive team. I would expect to see that on defense, but he might want to try it on offense. Alright, First Order is usually held on defense. This Old Republic team is really bad. I highly doubt that I'll see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 teams. Oh, wait a second. I am doing this all wrong. These teams should be on defense. Alright, Troopers are saved for offense pretty much exclusively. If he's putting Malak or DR on offense, I bet his Revan is going to be on defense. CLS is usually on offense. Resistance is always offense. Alright, so that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. One more team that he would put on defense. I'm going to guess that that's going to be Ewoks. Because he's going to want to save his Traya. He's definitely going to want to save his Nest, Rex and Wampa. Kira and Nest is always offense. And then that leaves Palpatine and his crappy Old Republic. So this is my guess as to what I'm going to be facing. Thank you for the host, Grand Patron. I really do appreciate all of the support. You've given me a lot of support tonight. I highly, highly appreciate that. As you can see, my stream or my channel is really just getting started. I'm really just getting into this. So any help is highly appreciated. Alright, so these... Let's see here. Alright, so this column should actually be way over there. Remove this column. Alright. My offense to counter his defense. Okay, so... let's see here. Bounty Hunters usually counter by resistance, typically. Darth Revan to Darth Revan. EP should counter Padme. Grievous counter by CLS. The others watching are like, wow. Why are they like, wow? Night Sisters, possibly. I don't think his troopers would counter my Night Sisters. Probably his Traya. Okay, so let's look at his defense. I'm gonna use my CLS against his Grievous. Night Sisters, I usually do my Triumvirate, 3v5. And because he does not have Spirit, I'm not too afraid. My Resistance, usually against First Order. EP against the Bounty Hunters. Or Padme. Jedi Knight Revan probably be a mirror match. Troopers versus his Ewoks. I've got Rex Wampa, I've got Kira Nest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 2 more defensive teams, so it looks like it's going to be Old Republic. And Ewoks to fill it out. This looks like this is going to be my defensive setup right here. Darth Revan, Grievous, Bounty Hunters, Night Sisters, Old Republic, and Padme. I see. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know why, but my path... I've met the path to affiliate requirements, but it still hasn't updated the followers to 50. So we're just waiting on that. But once that gets set up, then my wife will be extremely happy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. I've got to look and make sure he has the Falcon. I'm pretty sure he does. Let's take a look-see. Okay, so he's got a 6-star Falcon, not 7-star. Gear 11 Akbar. 169 speed. I'm debating putting my Akbar on defense. If I put mine on defense, it'll go first. And use my, I can use Biggs, Bistan, and Falcon as the starting lineup. With him having a 6-star Falcon and a slow home 1, I might be able to just win it outright on defense. Yeah, I usually put my Thrawn on defense with like Geos, and I save my Akbar for offense because I can't guarantee that I'm going to clear a fleet if I leave my Akbar on defense. But against this guy, if I put my Akbar on defense, he may have a hard time clearing it even if he saves his Akbar for offense. Yeah, but when we look at his ships, so he does have Houndstooth TIE Advanced. He's got TIE Reaper. He's got Fett. But like all these other ships... Okay, so he's got Sunfac, he's got Xanadu Blood. Biggs, got Ahsoka, Rey's Falcon. Okay, so he may be able to do it. Like, it might take him more than one shot. So I was thinking of my last opponent who had like nothing. This guy does actually have some decent backup ships. Cassian Slave 1, Lando's Falcon, and Poe's Reinforcement. Yep. That is one of the like 2 teams other than a Falcon mirror match that can beat the Falcon. I wish I had my Mace Timeout team, but my my ships are not ready for a Mace Timeout team. Okay, well, I think I am going to go ahead and I'm going to set my Falcon on defense. Usually I like to save it for offense, but I think in this scenario, I'm going to go super heavy on the fleet defense. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Tropical Panda. Yeah, I have the ships all at 7-star. I just don't have my the crew geared up, so they're not survivable. And sure, I think I'll be using this as my my reinforcement setup. He may have a little bit of a difficult time breaking through my fleet. But we will see. Alright, so my defense... I'm gonna go with... Start with Darth Revan. Malak. I love using Grievous on defense. Absolutely love it. And I love using Count Dooku as the leadership for the extra counter chance seems to work better than having Grievous as the lead, especially if you don't have the Zeta. The extra counterattack chance, it's guaranteed to take banners away from the enemy. So I do love that on defense. Plus with Dooku's new ability, puts Grievous under stealth and leaves the other 3. So you're forced to target one of the 3 tanks, and of course 2 of those tanks are going to taunt, forcing or making B2 do his bonus turns. It's just an amazing defensive team. We'll do my decently modded, if a little bit under-geared Night Sisters. This team actually usually surprises. I almost always get a hold on defense with these Night Sisters. Like a lot of gear 11, so they're missing a lot of hit points and protection. But they're decently modded, and they usually get a hold because people underestimate the squad. Alright, gonna do Old Republic. And I gotta pick a 5th. I hate using Juhani. She is so bad. I wish I could take her Zeta back. Who am I gonna put in here? Oh, that could be a nasty idea. Imperial Probe Droid. I think that could be a nasty 5th. If they break his protection and goes below full, Zalbar will taunt, force them from finishing off Probe Droid. Probe Droid can blow someone up. That could be kind of nasty. Only problem is, then I won't have him for offense if I need him. I like to save Wampa for offense. E for Padme, resistance for First Order. Okay. I might have to actually save my Flux for offense. I'm gonna save my Ewoks for offense actually, and I'm gonna use Wigs and Chase as filler. Because if he places Bounty Hunters, Padme, and First Order, and Night Sisters, then I'm going to need my Ewoks to counter his First Order. Let me take a look at what his First Order mods are like. Let's see here. I should look at his Bounty Hunters too. I should look at all his themes really. First Order, so through 230. Pretty decent tenacity. not really good hit points of protection. Rue, not good hit points of protection, decently speedy at 201. Fox, not any health. 0 health. That is not how you should mod a Fox. Seven. For officer 222. Is his Kylo faster than his officer? Yes, it is. Very interesting. Alright, so he's got the decent modded First Order team that could prove a little problematic for my Ewoks. Those his bounty hunters. A lot of protection, decent speed, no tenacity on his boss. No Zeta on Fett, no Zeta on Dengar. Why does he have all of his tenacity mods on Boba Fett? Doesn't make sense. I don't need Dengar's mods. The last one's probably going to be Cad Bane and Zam. That big a deal. Alright, and his Padme team. I need to look at his Padme team. Alright, Padme is not modded correctly. She's very fast, but she's got tons of protection and no health. She should have a ton more health. That is definitely not modded the way it should be. Kenobi would be with that team. Modded with speed mods. And again, protection. I can understand that because Kenobi usually does not go with Padme, but if you've got him Zeta, you should totally be modding him for health. Decently speedy Anakin. Ahsoka. This guy's not modding his Padme team like he should. Alright, so what's next? What I care about is defense. How's his Grievous? Speedy, decent health. Not amazing. Alright. Not too worried. Only one that I am semi-worried about is that First Order team, because it is fairly speedy. If I take my Ewoks against it, I may end up getting in trouble if they get a stun off on my Elder. Revenue resistance to bounty hunters. Okay. I should still be able to clear them fairly easily though. And I have been able to take out some pretty beefy First Order teams with my Ewoks. So we're just gonna go with that. Alright, so Darth Revan, Grievous, Bounty Hunters, Night Sisters, Old Republic, Padme. Go ahead and set my Padme team here. Only one Zeta on Padme. No Zeta on Anakin yet. That will be Zeta for the next war, or Grand Arena. He's Zeta now, but it was after the lock. Very sad. Okay. Night Sisters, let's go ahead and do my Bounty Hunters. Alright. Bounty Hunters are decently modded. Although I never get a hold on them, because everyone knows how to counter Bounty Hunters. And my filler team is going to be Wigs and Chase, looks like. Rebel team. We'll go with Wigs, Chase, and we'll throw Jin in there. Alright. So there's my defense. So you can kind of see what I'm thinking here. I've edited my defense and offense. I took my my Ewoks and I moved him over to offense to counter his First Order. I'm going to use Palpatine to counter Padme, Resistance against his Bounty Hunters, Traya against his Night Sisters, CLS versus Grievous, Jedi Revan will be a mirror match, Troopers against his Ewoks, and I've got Rex Wampa and Kira Nest as backup. And this way he saves his Darth Revan without Malak to counter my Darth Revan. He'll have CLS to counter Grievous, Resistance for Bounty Hunters, Traya for Night Sisters, Rex Wampa for Old Republic, which actually may not work in his favor because of my Probe Droid on my Old Republic team. We'll see. He has Palpatine to counter my Padme. And he'll probably use Kira Nest to counter my Wigs. And he's got Troopers to spare and Old Republic to spare. And he may try to use his Troopers against my Night Sisters, just because he'll see that they're all Gear 11. If he does that, he may actually lose that. Even though they're Gear 11, I've got them modded decently. I think that's where I normally get my hold. People bring in a Troopers, because he doesn't have range Trooper, and that's the big thing. People bring in Troopers without range to try to take out my Night Sisters. They usually fail. We'll see. Tomorrow we got a nice Sith raid. Can't wait for that. I need that gear. Let's take a look-see here at shipments, see if there's anything that I want to get. Nothing there. Let's see here. Guild shipments. I need to get these guys. Need so many of those gold eyeballs. Okay. Mods. Looking for any kind of decent mods to buy. Only got 3 speeds, got no offense of any kind. It's not going to be good for me. Those 4 dots. Okay, so no mods to buy tonight. And nothing that I really want to buy here. nothing in the shipments tonight. Go ahead and grab my energy. Ship battles. Go after my Anakin again. Way behind on these shards. Ooh, got 4 out of 5. Wow. That's nice. And just blow a little bit more energy here. Man shuttle. 1. Not a big deal, don't really care. But these are nice. You occasionally need these for characters. Needed some for Anakin, and I was stuck behind getting these for a while. I ended up getting them all donated to me through the Guild Exchange over a period of 5 days. Alright, so we are, looks like, done for the night. I don't have anything else to do here. Take a look at my Twitch. Maybe I might need to log out, log back in. Oh, nope. But it shows I've got all the requirements for Path to Affiliate, looks like. Let me see if I can... Here. Let's see what I can do on this Twitch affiliate programs. Okay, so where's my invitation? Thank you for the follow there, Detroit fan 1329. Much appreciated. What is that? Someone suggested that I get a Discord channel in the suggestion box. I will be doing that very shortly. That's... I don't see anywhere. I don't see anything about how to be a Twitch affiliate. Now that I have the correct amount of followers. It's going great, Detroit fan. How are you doing? I just finished setting up my Grand Arena defense after reviewing my opponent's rosters. I was getting pretty close to calling it a night, but just trying to figure out how to become the Twitch affiliate. Might have to possibly log off and log out and log back in, maybe? Try to do that. One, two, three. I have all of the requirements. So my Grand Arena is doing pretty well. I am in championship round. So I won my first two. Sadly, my opponents didn't attack. It's been fairly one-sided throughout my Grand Arena, sadly. I think there were 3 people that had Revan, and I'm against one of them in this round, this Kulan guy. Does have Revan. He does not have Malak, but he is competitive in his arena, so he may have a counter for Darth Revan. This other guy, J1N, also had Malak, but he faced my opponent in the last round and lost, so I have to kind of wonder what happened there. I'm really looking forward to this one, since my current opponent was able to beat Darth Revan. I'm actually looking forward to it. He actually may attack. Oh, that's a shame. And this is also the last Grand Arena before championships too. That's a shame. Yeah, that is true. At least it's only Omegas. That is your saving grace. Although, I mean, the gear, the slicing mats, I mean, it's all worthwhile. I mean, you're always hurting for Omegas, so I try to get as many as I can. Path to affiliate completed. Alright, let's see how I do this. Affiliate onboarding. Must enable 2-factor authentication. Do I have any Gear 12 characters that I regret getting to Gear 12? Let's see here. Nope. No, I don't. The one that I would probably regret the most would be the IG-100. But I needed him in order to get Padme, so I don't really regret him. And he does work pretty well in a Grievous team. So that would be the one. Like, I mean, I do have, Sun Fac and Geonosian Soldier at Gear 12, but I used those in fleets for a long time, so I don't regret those at all. I've got Zetas that I regret. Ahsoka, hands down. So the order of importance really depends on what you're trying to do with Padme, but generally you want Padme's leadership, and then Ahsoka's unique, and then after that it kind of depends on what your objective is. So if you're trying to counter CLS or Jedi Knight Revan, then you would want Padme's unique. If you're trying to counter Darth Revan, which is what I'm doing, then you'd want Jedi Anakin's unique. But definitely, number one is Padme's leadership, number two is Ahsoka. And then you have to decide from there where to go. Oh, man. All right, Detroit. Thanks a lot once again for tuning in, and thanks for the follow. I highly appreciate it. I stream every night about 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I generally do my grand arenas, my raids, my arena climbs, and I'm more than happy to converse and offer advice. So, Northern Border, you got to figure out which separatist to gear 12 first. Droideka, B1, or Newt. I would say B1 out of those three. B1 is useful in a Grievous team and in a Newt team, so B1 is the one that I would go for. Droideka is useful in a Grievous team, but not super useful. From what I've seen, I obviously do not have Droideka, but I would go for Newt over Droideka. So my order would be B1, then Newt, then Droideka. Because I mean, I love Newt Gunray's new kit. It's really fun looking, and I've seen it do some pretty crazy stuff even without a Zeta. So that would be my choice. B1, hands down, and then probably Newt, and then Droideka. And thank you also for the following Northern Border. I really appreciate it. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. I'm always here for, like I said just a minute ago, I'm here to offer any kind of advice that I can. I like to think that I'm pretty well educated in the game, so yeah. Rank 1. Interesting. I got a fully crafted one of these Mark 9 Fabritechs. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those before. That is nice. I mean, not that it's super needed. I do need it on Count Dooku, which is nice, but not a super necessary piece of gear. Oh boy. Sweet. I have finished my affiliate onboarding. I am now a Twitch affiliate. And I am so happy. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to become a Twitch affiliate. So I must give a very special thanks to Northern Border, Detroit Fan, Tropical Panda, Reality Skewed Gamers, and Grand Patron. I want to thank you all once again very much for following me. You've finished off my Twitch affiliate status. I've been working very hard at getting up to there, and you guys finished me off, so thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. And my wife will be extremely happy when she hears that. So, okay, we've got our setup is done. Got some nice defenses set up for my opponent for tomorrow. Territory battle I have not deployed, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow because I don't want more bull crap like what happened today to happen. We missed a star by less than 1 million. Really pisses me off. But I'm saving my deployment today. And I'll deploy more towards the end tomorrow, since I can be around all day, and some people don't seem to be able to do that. Alright, let's see here. Looks like I don't really have anything more to do tonight. So unless you guys have some questions for me, want me to go over your rosters or anything like that, then I think I'm going to be probably calling it a night. Just go ahead and spin my couple of extra battles here. I'll wait to see if you guys come up with anything for me. Okay, doesn't look like anyone is going to be requesting for anything, so as soon as I'm done with these couple of battles, this one fleet, and I'm going to do one more arena battle, then I'm going to go ahead and log off for the night. But I just want to thank everyone one last time for all of the support that you've given to me. I've seemed to be kind of up and coming for this game at the very least. Which makes me very happy. So thanks once again to everyone. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. So everyone, you have a good one. And I will be back tomorrow at 7:30 is my typical stream time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Every night, weekdays, weekends. I do know that I've been making a lot of mistakes in this battle. I'm just trying to, just getting through it, just clicking. It doesn't matter if whether I won or lost there, so. Alright, so thank you again, everyone, for all of your support, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow night at 7:30 for my Grand Arena, my Sith Raid, and my Arena Climb. I may start at 7 if my Sith Raid starts at 7. I think my Sith Raid starts at 7, so if so, then I'll be here at 7, otherwise it'll be 7:30. But thank you, everyone, and I hope you all have a great night.